We're live here at NRG Stadium. Matt Vereen alongside Joey Schneider. And Joey, we're 2 days away from the Texas Bowl, but here at NRG Stadium, they actually hosted a football game today as the Houston Texans played host to the Pittsburgh Steelers in a Christmas special.
Yeah, Matt, and the Houston Texans were already eliminated heading into this one, so the fans that showed up today are the true diehard fans. Earlier, we had a chance to speak to a few of them, and they gave us their outlook on the stadium and its upcoming bowl game in a couple of days.
As Texans fans filed in, they couldn't help but brag on their city.
It's one of the best places to be. I'm from here. I love it here. In Houston, man, let's rock and roll. Come on.
And when it came to their stadium, they weren't surprised that it could host 2 games in just 3 days.
Being able to bounce back from hosting an NFL game to go into an NCAA game, it's, they work hard here and they're able to put it together.
They really love this stadium. I'll tell you what, I graduated from high school in this stadium, so they really get their use out of it.
Those who have been to the Texas Bowl have high praise for the atmosphere.
It's a college game, so it's crazy. It's cold, it's fun, tailgating's out here.
As far as their predictions went, though, they all had the same answer.
I don't know. Don't mess with Texas.
I'm going Texas all the way.
Oh, definitely UT.
Joey, those Houston fans very high on their city, and from what we've seen so far, I think I agree with them.
Yeah, Matt, and for them, it was a 34-6 defeat against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their 5th straight loss. Not exactly what you were hoping for here in Houston on Christmas.
Definitely not, but that does mean that black and gold teams are 1-0 here at NRG Stadium this week. Mizzou will look to make that 2-0 on Wednesday night. Live here at NRG Stadium, Matt Vereen and Joey Schneider, KOMU 8 Sports.
The Tigers have 6 wins all time against the Texas Longhorns, and the two will only meet just for the second time in postseason play on Wednesday. However, earlier today here at the Hyatt Regency Hotel, I had a chance to talk to players and coaches from both sides and got a little bit of an outlook on their take from the former Big 12 rivalry returning.
It was 8 years ago Missouri represented the Big 12 in the Texas Bowl. Now the Tigers are on the opposite side against a familiar opponent.
I know well enough on where we are geographically, on how many people are going to be in the stands and what colors they're going to be wearing.
Wednesday will mark the first time the Tigers and Longhorns have met since Mizzou's move to the SEC. The renewal of the Big 12 rivalry offers plenty of anticipation for Mizzou.
Since the 2005 Rose Bowl, seeing Vince Young, I think that point in time I was like, I want to play against Texas, see what all the hype's about.
On the other side, Texas players thought a little differently.
It doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're going to go out there and play like another game. They're in a great conference. We're just going to go out there and play Texas football.
In fact, the Longhorns may be more focused on the gameplay than the old rivalry.
There's going to be some adversity in this game, and how we respond to it, I think, will be a big key. We're going to have our hands full, though, with a really, really good Missouri team.
Regardless of how both teams see the rivalry, it's more than just a game for a Tigers team seeking the 7th straight win.
For us continuing to build our program, the recruiting emphasis in the state of Texas will be a large part of our footprint moving forward.
He may hold more significance in Barry Odom compared to others, considering that he made his college debut against Texas in 1996. Now, some Texas fans may remember that game, and if they do, odds are they have a little bit more animosity toward the rivalry than the players and the coaches show today. Reporting live from the Hyatt Regency in downtown Houston, Joey Schneider, KOMU 8 Sports. Good morning from the NRG Stadium in Houston. The Missouri Tigers are nearly a month removed from their last taste of game action, and today that wait is finally over as the Missouri Tigers take on the Texas Longhorns in the Texas Bowl. The Longhorns are a former conference foe of Missouri from when they played in the Big 12. A few game notes from today: the Missouri Tigers have a chance to be the second team ever in NCAA history to move from to finish 8-5 after a 1-5 start, and the team does not have a new offensive coordinator, but they will have a new play caller for a specific game. John Finley taking over the duties that Josh Heupel would assume, but Heupel accepted a job with UCF earlier in the month. Now, as for some notes from yesterday, Drew Lock was asked about his status for the NFL draft and his report card, and he said that he was told to come back to school for another year. So he's weighing his options right now, but that remains to be determined where he finishes up there. And finally, Marcel Frazier was playing through part of the year with a torn quad. Didn't reveal that until yesterday, but he said he's ready to go for his final game, one of 18 seniors who is going to be making his final game here at NRG Stadium. Now follow more for updates on the noon, 5, and 10 o'clock shows today as we will provide more bowl coverage updates before the kickoff of the Texas Bowl at 8 p.m. Reporting live from the NRG Stadium in Houston, Joey Schneider, KOMU 8 Sports.
Well, here we are in Houston, NRG Stadium, a wonderful setting for the Texas Bowl tonight. Missouri and Texas, Chris Trevino and Joey Schneider with you from Houston. And Joey, a lot of build up to this game. Finally, we're just 3 hours away from kickoff, and Texas is a bit shorthanded. A couple of players, Connor Williams, the starting left tackle, Deshaun Elliott, the safety, are sitting this out because they're getting ready for the NFL draft. But Missouri really is at full strength and has a lot to shoot for in this game when you think of some historic things and numbers.
Absolutely. Mizzou is ready to go. They have a chance to become the second team ever in college football history to start 1-5 and finish the season 8-5 with this extension of the bowl game. And in addition to that, they're probably looking forward to a little bit more than some other ones, considering that there's 6 Houston area players on this team.
Yeah, it really will be exciting to see the Tigers take on the Texas Longhorns. Memories of days gone by when they often met in the Big 12. Texas usually had the upper hand, but Missouri will try to answer the call tonight in the Texas Bowl here in Houston. A lot more coming at 6.
The Missouri Tigers had plenty ready on the line heading into the 2017 Texas Bowl. A 6-game winning streak, a former conference rivalry reunion, and a chance to move to 500 all-time in bowl games. But also suddenly, it all went away.
The result that we got, that's kind of the recipe for getting beat like we did.
The Texas Longhorns established momentum early, scoring just a minute and a half to the game. Then once again, later in the opening frame with a different quarterback.
We're going to get 5 and 4 stars at every position at the University of Texas. So there was no drop in talent.
Even when the Tigers started finding a groove offensively, the Longhorns made sure it didn't last long.
You can't walk away from an evenly matched game and be -4 in the turnover margin and want to have a chance to win a game. We had some opportunities, but you turn it over 4 times.
But Mizzou was limited by more than just the turnovers.
They special team, they went out of work. They beat us. They started on our 50 like the whole night. So they had an advantage on us, man. He's real good.
The Tigers came up short for the first time since mid-October, but the bittersweet ending leaves promise for the future.
When they were faced, early in the year with a lot of adversity, they continued to fight and hold together. So I want those guys to know and understand, even though it hurts right now, that they're going to be better men, better fathers, husbands, co-workers, all those things. You do it the right way and wins are going to follow. I believe that with everything that I've got.
Joey Schneider, KOMU 8 Sports, Houston.
I'm just thankful. I got to play with these guys one more time. Came short, There's a lot of going on in that game. Just glad I got to go out there and play in front of my fam with these group of guys one last time.
Got a moment there with Andy Hill right as you went in the tunnel. What did he say to you?
He said a lot, He said he had a good time, great time coaching me. Talked about, next steps and how he was there for me. And how he's always going to be there for me, always be my coach. We'll keep in contact and do some big things moving forward.